Hi guys, look who I'm with. Who are you, sir?
My name is Ichabod Crane, and I ride the horse, the headless. I'm the headless horseman. No, I'm Johnny Whitaker, or John Orson Whitaker Jr.
Awesome. So what inspired you to be an actor?
I had no inspiration. I was 3.5 years old.
I've been hearing that a lot today.
So I had no choice in the matter, actually.
So you were in The Russians Are Coming?
The Russians are coming, the Russians are coming. And,
Were you, were you actually in Russia for that scene?
no.
No, okay.
It was all done in Northern California, which was a little town made to look like a town in Connecticut.
Okay.
Or Maine. I guess it was supposed to be Maine.
Yeah.
And anyway, I played the little boy who stopped the Russians and the people from getting together and fighting. And so I fell off a steeple, and all the people then came to save me.
Out of all the people you worked with, because I know you've worked with all kinds, who's some of your favorites?
Celeste Holm, Warren Oates from Tom Sawyer, Mary Wicks from Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. What little boy during the 60s and 70s wouldn't love to meet Elizabeth Montgomery, who was Bewitched?
Yes, which that's right there. That was awesome. And how was that experience?
Well, I found out that I was doing it a little late, but the day that we did it on the set, it was like, "You're Elizabeth Montgomery. Oh my goodness." And I knew that I just didn't know that I would be, and she's so beautiful.
Yeah.
But
How old were you at that time? Probably like 10-ish?
I was about 8.5, 9. And I do remember when she got off the set, she went to her husband, Mr. Ackerman, who was the producer, and they had wine together. So that's kind of weird, but...
And then, what is something you would tell your past self to your future self? Or, like, you got any things you would do over
Yes.
again?
I would insist that I put money into Disney stock when I was doing a film there. One of the...
Which would be this one right here, right?
That's one of them. That's Napoleon and Samantha. And then the other one over there, that is...
Or no, this one.
Well, yeah, that
Mystery.
one too. That's Mystery in Dracula's Castle. And then this one here is The Biscuit Eater.
Oh, that was a Disney.
That was a Disney movie. That one's the same one. And after I did my second Disney film, a gentleman who was working on Disney World was an artist there, and we would go and check what he was doing. And he said, "You know, Johnny, Disney's giving one-on-one stock option." Now, I didn't know what a stock option was, but he explained that you put your faith in the Disney company, and for your faith in them, they will give you back the same amount of what you put in. And I said, well, I was making about 15 grand a picture at the time. And I said, Mom and Dad, why don't we put in half of the money that I get from one movie into Disney stock? So I would put $7,500 of money into Disney. Disney stock at the time was 99 cents a share.
it's cheap.
So, had I had $15,000 or 15,000 shares, I would have doubled that to 30,000 shares. Today, 30,000 shares of 1971 Disney stock would be worth over $50 million today.
It's retirement money.
So that's definitely one thing I would have told my younger self.
Back to the Future moment.
Yes.
And last, you were saying that this weekend all the money that you're raising is going to the charity. Do you want to talk about that charity?
Sure, yeah. It's called Paso por Paso. And I speak 5 languages. I'm also a person in long-term recovery. I celebrated 25 years drug and alcohol free in September of last year. And for the last 20 years, I've been celebrating other people's recovery, and especially those who don't speak English.
Right.
I'm blessed to speak 5 languages: English, Portuguese, Spanish, French, and American Sign Language. And Paso por Paso is specifically geared to help those whose language is not English. So that's what we do. And we also have, every year in September, we do a celebration of lives lost and lives recovered. August 30th is International Overdose Awareness Day. And September 1 through the month of September is Overdose Awareness Month for the United States government. And so in the first couple of weeks of September, I have a Zoom, and we celebrate lives lost and lives recovered. So if anybody has a family member who has died of an overdose or a drug-related cause, you can send an email to johnny@johnnywhitaker.com or overdose awareness 0829 0830 at gmail.com, and we will celebrate their life. If you want to join us, you can tell us a little bit about your loved one that has passed, and we get a lot of tears and a lot of joy. And then we celebrate with somebody who has over 20 years of recovery and sobriety, and we talk with them and share, and pretty good. So you can go over to johnny@johnnywhitaker.com or johnnywhitaker.com and get information. You can join my fan page on Facebook, and just Johnny Whitaker, type it in, and you should go right to it.
Okay, that's exactly what I was going to ask you. Is there any other social medias, or are you just on Facebook?
Well, Facebook,
Instagram, all Johnny Whitaker.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, you heard that.
Well, actually, my Twitter is John O. Whitaker Jr.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much
you.
for your time.